Hello, everybody. Let's just give it a few minutes for people to join. Hello, Poonam. Thank you so much for joining us. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. This is an interactive session, so we're here to take questions and to have a discussion about all things Zendy. We'll just give it a couple more minutes, just as people trickle in. Okay, it's 11, so let's get it started. Thank you so much for joining us for Zendy's webinar series, where we demonstrate our platform, show you how to use it, and introduce you to some of the tools and features we have that are designed to make your research discovery process simple, easy, but most importantly, impactful for your area of study. First and foremost, I'm going to introduce you to the Zendy platform. Why we exist and what our mission is in the whole scholarly ecosystem. So our mission at Zendy is to make academic content more affordable and accessible. We acknowledge that currently there's a gap and more than 65% of the world's top research is trapped behind a paywall. Our platform is designed to help facilitate access, but also in doing that, to also give you tools and features that are designed to make the research discovery process and knowledge discovery process easier and more streamlined. What I'm going to do next is take you through some of the content that we have and also introduce you to the steps and the tools and features involved in Zendy. And then I'll give you a live platform demonstration on the platform itself to show you exactly how to use it. So we work with some of the world's leading publishers from various regions, and our platform hosts both open access research and research that is traditionally trapped behind a paywall. What makes our platform different is that we have a subscription to research. So for the price of the monthly price of a single research paper, you actually get access to thousands and thousands of premium academic research that for an affordable price. So these are some of the publishers that we work with, and our publisher panel is growing every single month. So new content is always added. Now, in terms of who uses Zendy, we have a very diverse demographic base. So we've got academic researchers, professionals, masters, undergrads, PhDs, librarians. We have almost 600,000 users from over 200 countries and territories. And it's very much, Zendy is a platform that is designed specifically to address the need of access to research, as well as support your research discovery process through AI. And this is something that I'll go through in a couple of slides. Okay, so how does the platform work? We have a very simple registration process that will just take seconds. Once you fill in your details, your name, your email, your role, what institution you go to, and once you set up a password, you'll then be given a form to fill in so you can tell us what your interests are. Based on those interests that you input, we will then recommend research to you on your homepage when you log in. Once you log into Zendy, or once you do a search, you will notice a whole range of filters and different ways to narrow down your search so it becomes very specific to what you're looking for. When I do the live platform demonstration in a moment, I will actually show you this and you'll know exactly what I mean. But the key thing to note here is you can really narrow down your search by subject, publication title, even language. We feature over 68 languages on the platform. And you can also search via publication title, publisher name, author, ISSN, DOI, and a range of other factors. So as I said before, after you log in, you'll receive a dialogue to tell us what you're interested in. Based on those interests, as you can see here, you will then see a range of articles that are really relevant to you. This is a relatively new feature that's designed to help your research discovery. As I'm sure you've experienced, like all of us in the industry, there is just so much research out there. So recommendations is designed to help make that easy for you to find research that you might not otherwise have known existed. Now, when you find the article that you are interested in, there are a range of features on the PDF viewer page that can really help you read and do your literature review much faster. The first feature is AI summarization, where you will see a very quick instant summary of the research paper. And just below that, there's key phrase highlighting, which will highlight all the key phrases within that article. This is designed specifically for literature review, and it can help you save a lot of time. Instead of reading the entire article, you can just read the summary, and it will give you a really great snapshot of what the article is about. And then we have ZAIA, our AI assistant for research. ZAIA is our most recent feature release. Now, ZAIA is a large language model that is trained on research papers, the research papers we have on Zendy. And you can ask any research-related question, and ZAIA will give you a credible answer backed by references. And that's the most unique thing about ZAIA. Every answer you get has a reference attached to it. So you can then read further into that article where that reference has come from and further your research discovery that way. Part of ZAIA is also a PDF summarization where you can upload a PDF, and I will show you this in a second, so don't worry. You can upload a PDF and it will summarize every section of that PDF for you. Again, helping you with literature review and helping you dissect large volumes of content in a really quick and easy way. Okay, so that is the first snapshot of Zendy. If you haven't already, you can scan this QR code to create a free Zendy account. If you would like to test ZAIA, you can also do that. What I'm going to do now, I'll give you a couple of minutes, and I'm going to give you a live platform demonstration, taking you through in real time all the things that I've just introduced you to. So let me do that. Okay, welcome to Zendy. What I'm going to do here is take you step by step through each feature and give you a demonstration in real time how to use it. And then, of course, as I'm going along, please feel free to ask any questions you might have, and I can answer them in real time. So this is the Zendy homepage. I haven't logged in or anything yet. You can do a search without logging in. These are some of the numbers that we have. So as I said, almost 600K readers. We've got over 31 million publications, over 500K ebooks, and over 64 languages on the platform. As you go down the homepage, you can see some of our open access journals. You can read some testimonials from real users. You can learn a little bit more about us. Also jump onto our blog where we have a lot of tips for research and where we summarize our webinars and events. Okay, So as I said, you don't have to be logged in to do a search. So you can search for something. And you will see a whole range of results come up. Now, I showed you guys before some of these filters, and let me take you through them. You can filter by resource type, so whether it's a book, proceeding, journal, or other. You can filter by subject. So these are broken down into different subject areas. Whatever subject area interests you, you can just click on that subject and it will narrow down the search results for you. You can also search via publication title. Many researchers, students, you know the title of the publication that you might want. So you can actually filter through that title here. And of course, as mentioned, we have over 64 languages. So say you want an article in Swedish, you can find that very, very easily. Okay, now here in the search bar, there are other ways to narrow down your search. You can search by title, abstract, publisher. Simply click that. So I'm going to search for publisher now. Caney Publishing. I simply change the toggle there. Oh, sorry, I've made a spelling error. One moment. There. And all the articles of that unique publisher will come up. Okay, so I haven't logged in yet, and I've been searching and showing you different filters. I'm now going to show you ZAIA. You don't need to be logged in to use ZAIA. So as I mentioned before, ZAIA is our AI assistant for research. You can ask ZAIA a question, which I'm going to do now. So, what is AI? So what ZAIA does is it will answer the question and it will give you a reference. Once you click on that reference, you can actually go to the article that information has come from. Now, this is a great time to introduce our login process, because if you are not logged in, you can search, you can interact with ZAIA, but when it comes to actually reading the content, you just have to either sign up or log in. Now, I'm already signed up, so I'm simply going to log in now. And this is where you can read the article. Let's give it a couple of moments to load. Okay, so here you'll find the full text of the article. You can zoom in and out, you can print, or you can do a direct download onto your computer. On the left side panel here, you have a range of different options. Firstly, this icon will show you that it's an open access article. You can share that on your social platforms, should you wish. You can see full details of that article simply by clicking this arrow. It's a single-click citation, and we give you a range of different citation options. You simply change to the one you want, copy it to your clipboard, and you'll have your citation ready to go. You can export this to any third-party platform you like. You can like this content. When you like the content, it saves within your profile. And after I go through this page here, I'll show you where to find that. And you can also add to list. So you've got a couple of list options. You can add it to a general list. You can add it to a list you've pre-created, or you can create a new list for your project. And then you can add it to that unique list there. So lists are designed to help you combine all research for your unique projects in one place, so it's easy for you to find later. Now, here we have our section of AI summarization. What this does is it breaks down the different sections of the research paper and gives you a snapshot of what that research paper is discussing. The reason why that this is really beneficial, it's designed specifically for literature review. Previously, we didn't have AI tools to help us summarize research papers. So what do we have to do? We have to read the whole research paper, we print it, we highlight it. What AI summarization does is it summarizes every section. So before reading the full paper, you can screen the summary and get a really in-depth understanding of what that research paper is about. So here you'll see top insights from the research paper. You can see an introduction and you can see the conclusion. There are a couple of other tools here on the page. You can take a note of the research paper. So I'm going to take a quick note here. I'm going to say read later, so I know to come back to this paper. And you can also use the key phrase highlighting. So you will see here that there are a number of key phrases that are highlighted within the research paper. You can turn this feature on and off as you prefer. All the highlighted text you will see here in a list. Should you want to further research or do a search for any of these phrases, such as deep learning, you simply click and it will open a new search for you. Okay, going back to this page as a summary. So all of these features are designed to help you understand the research paper on a much deeper level, and also to allow you to come back to that research paper later with lists and notes, and also the direct download should you wish to print it or save it onto your computer. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a second just to see if there are any questions, to make sure I'm not missing anything there. I don't see any questions, so that's fine. I must be doing an excellent job with this demonstration. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the home page and I'm going to show you a couple of things after you've signed up and logged in. Some of the features that you can use to discover new content and also to see what's happening at Zendy and learn a little bit more about our platform, our mission, our vision, and learn some research tips. So, as I mentioned before, during this login process, you will select interests. At any time, you can update your interests by clicking this button here. I have selected algebra, architecture, ethics, library information. Let's say I've changed my interests and I'm more into humanities and arts. I can select up to 5 interests here. Update my interests. And these articles that are recommended here are going to be based on the interests that I select. So feel free to change your interests if you feel that the recommendations are not suiting you. This is a really new feature, so a big part of us developing recommendations is based on the feedback of our users. So we'd love to hear from you if you feel that the interests are really great, are not so good, or you think there's some room for improvement. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. Also on this page, you'll see a summary of our content providers. If you click on a content provider, it will open the articles related directly to them. Going back to the home page. You can also discover content by subject. So if you are doing a broad research discovery process on mathematics, for example, you can simply click and it's going to open up the subject type physics and mathematics. Then you can further filter and narrow down your search that way. And we've also got some articles based on content type. So this is for users who are interested in reading or researching perhaps outside of their discipline. This is a really great way to discover new content and use sort of our filtering to discover new things. Here in this section, Zendy is a product of Knowledge. Knowledge is a solutions provider that is enriching, engaging, and empowering academic communities around the world. Knowledge has a range of services that you can really benefit from. For example, we have author support services. So if you would like support getting published, then Knowledge manuscripts can help you do that. So if you would like to take advantage of any of these offers, you can simply click that and use code Zendy10. K&E Learn is also a product of Knowledge. K&E Learn offers professional development courses. They are designed specifically for academics. We're offering 20% off any K&E Learn course. So if you would like to explore or discover any of those courses, you can use code Zendy20. All of this you can find once you sign up and log in. We also have sponsored access for individuals. So if you are looking, if you're an organization or you're part of a national program, we do offer discounted rates for sponsored access. So you can just contact us and we'll be happy to help facilitate that. And lastly, we do have an affiliate program. So if you've got a passionate voice in academia, if you want to spread the word about different tools and features, we would love to have you join our affiliate program. You simply click this link, contact us, and we'll show you exactly how. So I've gone through this homepage experience, and I'm going to finish by going back to ZAIA and perhaps showing you a little bit more of an in-depth look at our large language model. So as I said before, ZAIA is our newest feature. It's got two use cases right now. So one is conversation. You can have a conversation with ZAIA, ask any research-related question. Once you ask the question, ZAIA analyzes millions of research papers and it gives you a credible response that's backed by a reference. The reference is what makes ZAIA unique at the moment. A lot of the time, if you're using any type of LLM that exists, say, for example, ChatGPT, it's actually very difficult to identify the source of the answer that system is giving you. So we've designed ZAIA to be a reference-backed system. And I'll give you a demonstration now of what a conversation with ZAIA can look like. Okay, so as you can see, we've got two responses here with two different references. I showed you before, but you simply click on this reference and it will open up the article so that you can do some further reading. And once you've logged in, now you can use ZAIA without creating an account, but you can only do up to 10 prompts. If you want to do more than 10 prompts, then you need to sign up. One of the benefits of creating an account to use ZAIA is you'll be able to see your full conversation history, which is super helpful, so you can go back to previous questions that you've asked. Now, conversation is one aspect of ZAIA. The other aspect is PDF analysis. So what PDF analysis does is it takes a research paper that you have, you can upload it or you can paste the URL, and it will summarize every single section of that PDF. So let me give you a demonstration. I have this research paper here. I'm going to click Analyze. And here you can see that every section of that PDF has been analyzed, including the references, and you'll also be able to see a list of the key phrases. So this is really helpful if you've gone through a literature review process, you've gathered all the research papers that you want to read, and before going into reading all of them, you want to categorize and summarize them. PDF analysis is a really great tool for you to do that. I'm going to pause just to make sure there are no questions before I move on to my library and my lists. Okay. So you would have seen earlier that I was demonstrating that you can create lists and favorite your content using this button. Now, there are a couple of different features here, and I'll take you through them step by step. So first and foremost, you have your read history. Every single article you've ever read on the platform will automatically be saved here in your read history. If you're like me, you are reading a lot of research papers. So read history is a really great way. It's kind of like your browser history in your Chrome or your whatever browser you use. So read history is an automated list. You don't have to do anything to populate it, but it's the easiest way to go back to the articles that you've read. Now, here you will find all the articles you've ever favorited. Now, to favorite an article is really easy. You simply click the thumbs up icon. Favorites are designed to help you differentiate between the articles you really, really want to read, perhaps not now, but down the track. And it's an easy way to come back to that and separate the articles from your read history. All right, so now we have lists. Once you've curated your lists, you'll see all of them here. Now, my list is a default list. So if you don't add it to a unique list, you'll just find your content in my lists. If you've created unique lists, you'll see them all here, and you can easily navigate through those lists. And if you want to create a new list, you simply click this button and you can create a new list there. So lists are designed to help you categorize all your research. And soon as we improve this feature, we'll also enable list sharing. So if you're doing a group project or you have, other members of your team or your research organization that you want to share lists with, this will allow you to do that. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to touch on is profile, blog, and the subscription. So let's do profile first. In your profile is where you can update your core details, your role, the language you prefer, and your name. You simply update the parameters and click save. The subscription, so as I mentioned before, Zendy has a range of subscription options. What you're seeing now is I'm on the Nigeria platform, so that's why you're seeing it in Naira. But basically, we have a range of different options. One is free. Zendy is completely free to use. The only reason you would have to pay is if you want to subscribe to unlock unlimited access to premium content. So what I mean by premium content is we have a range of publishers that we work with to offer content that's traditionally paywalled, but for an affordable price. So for the price of a monthly research paper, you can get unlimited access to content that's traditionally paywalled. It's a super affordable subscription. And as I said, if you're an organization and you want to discuss sponsored access for individuals, we would love to hear from you. So don't hesitate to reach out. Currently, all of our tools and features, including ZAIA and our AI tools, are free to use completely. It's not going to be the case forever, so make sure you take advantage of this for now. But again, the subscription is only for premium paywalled academic research. And the last thing I want to show you is our blog. So we have a blog, it's updated really frequently, and we're always looking for contributors to our blog. So if you are a writer or a researcher and you want to publish something with Zendy on our blog, please feel free to reach out to us. We would love to talk. On our blog, you'll find research tips, you'll find recaps of our past webinars. We did a webinar last week on the publishing journey in the Global South. And you'll find how-tos for ZAIA and a whole range of other information. So be sure to check out our blog. And yeah, any support you need, you can contact us through our website. We also have a frequently asked questions page. So if you're struggling with something, our support team is there to help you. You can either contact us by using this form, or you can email us at support@zendy.io anytime you're stuck, and we'll definitely be there to help you out. So that is a conclusion of my presentation. I hope that I've given you an in-depth understanding of what Zendy can do for you in your research discovery process. I don't see a lot of questions, so I will start to wrap it up. However, what I'm going to do is share my details with you again and share these QR codes, because we're a young and we're a growing platform. We're a mission-driven platform, and we are very much creating Zendy in line with the needs of our users. And we're listening to researchers and really trying to understand and build a platform that caters to the needs of research today. Research is changing. AI is completely transforming the research landscape and making affordability, accessibility much more possible. As we've demonstrated through our AI features, literature review can be extremely streamlined with the use of AI. So we really do encourage you to use ZAIA and to interact with these features, and not just interact with them, but give us feedback. If there's a feature that you feel would really benefit you as a student or a researcher, we would love to hear from you. My email is listed here, so please don't hesitate to reach out to me personally. And we'll be running these webinars every 2 weeks for the time being. So tell your friends, tell your family, anybody who loves research. We'd love to have them at our next webinar. Okay, I will actually send these slides to all the attendees, so you don't miss out on anything. And I'll send you some links as well to some of the things I've discussed. But what I'll do is I'll wrap it up. And before I do, just a huge thank you for attending. This is actually our first demo. So you're part of our first demo series. I hope you feel special. And yeah, hope to see you at the next one. Thank you so much.